What's up, Husky Dogs? Welcome to yet another episode of Muffed Movies, recorded not live. It's me, the wiggly worm of the internet, your host, Mark Soloff, and with me today, all the way from over 20 feet away, is England's crown prince himself, Grant Howitt.
Good evening.
Today, Grant, we are gonna muff a movie about cyberpunk coders having an adventure, saving a nation from computer danger. But it's not The Matrix.
No.
This one was filmed a shocking 4 years prior to The Matrix. We are muffing hackers today, everybody, and this is actually a request from our dear friend Evan. And I had to recruit Grant Howitt because Grant loves The Matrix, just Matrix 1.
I've got a lot of fondness for 94?
94, baby.
94. I've got a lot of fondness for films of that era because it relates to a time before. You know, back when I was younger and the world was simple.
Yeah, a password was 3 to 4 characters long. There was absolutely no computer protection against hackers.
None
there
whatsoever.
Was just Pendulette sitting.
It was the Wild West.
Yeah, it was the Wild
But
West.
let's not spoil the movie before the muffing's done.
Yeah, sorry. I get so
Let's
excited.
show Pendulette.
Show him in all his glory.
Let's stick him up on a pedestal and spin him around a couple of times.
Whoa. Buy him dinner first. And now, we present Hackers. It is 1994. America, the beautiful. It is a time of great change as the computer has been invented by Indra Babbage, making it the incredibly effective tool and yet a window into insecurity because a new race of evil criminals, a new subclass of evil criminals known as hackers have popped up. They can twingle and tingle computers and make them betray you. But one is greater than the rest. Let's see what happens as Muff Movies muffs hackers. Smash cut to the suburbs of Middle America. Life ain't nothing but a funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. Plays on a radio on a porch. And we see in slow motion an evil SWAT team. Special weapons and tactics. If you're nasty, they say to each other as they pull out.
I am nasty.
Thank you, Sergeant Nasty. We have go for the mission. We have go for the mission. All these guys dressed in flak jackets, with automatic weapons. They race across the suburbanoid, well-manicured lawn or garden if you're in England, and they smash straight through the windows. Oh, the beautiful bay windows of this place, and they crash in on Mrs. Lauren Murphy, mother extraordinaire. She's there drinking her Nescafe. She's in her bathrobe. She screams, and the curlers fall out of her hair. Okay, everybody get on the ground. Everybody on the ground. Oh. Time cut to probably a couple days later, we see it's the courtroom. An evil judge smashes his bailiff with a gavel. Order, says the judge. He points the finger at the defendant, who you can't see yet, and says,
Obscured behind people in the foreground.
Yeah, and the fog of war, of course. You little piece of shit. You can't use computers to shut down banks. You shut down over 1,500 banks in one day. So I hereby sentence you to never touch a computer or own a computer until you're 18 years old. Gabble, gabble, gabble. The camera swings over to this guy who must be an elite, adult-minded hacker. Oh my God, it's a 3-year-old boy. And no more iPad time either. They take his iPad away from him. He throws a goddamn fit.
the SWAT officers break back into the courtroom and pick up the 3-year-old boy and escort him out to jail.
Smash cut. 7 years later, or I'm not going to do the math, but 5, 6, 7, 8, 15 years later, because he was 3 years old. I'm not a math guy. It's New York City, baby. The only city where films are allowed to take place. And we see...
hey, I got a hot dog down here.
Hey, a hot deck?
I got a hot dog down here.
Okay. Hey, I got a hot deck. I'm a back alley cyber tech sales guy.
Hey, buddy, you want some floppy disks?
You need a RISC chip? You need a 28.8 baud modem? Hey, all right, later. They're just rehearsing.
We see that the young boy from before, the 3-year-old child from before, Dade, which is a weird name.
Dade.
Dade is Dade, also known as Crash Override.
Whoa.
Is getting set up in his New York apartment. He's a bottle blonde, scrawny looking child, but devilishly handsome because this is a film.
Right. And if you spend all your life studying computers, all your childhood studying computers, reading textbooks and stuff, you too could come out looking like a hot techno savant Draco Malfoy. That's what it promises.
Now, despite having spent the last 7 or 15 years being banned from touching computers, it seems like Dade still knows a thing or two. Mm-hmm. And he's here, he's set up in New York, and he's watching TV, but he's bored of TV. Now, of course, listener, nowadays, we have all of the multiverse available at our fingertips whenever we so desire. But this is 1994. Mm-hmm. This is back before on-demand services. Mm-hmm. So if you wanted to watch something that wasn't on TV, you had to hack into the television station. Remember that, Mark? Yeah,
there was no other alternative to getting some sort of media content. Couldn't go over to your friend's house who had cable. You had to hack a television network. And we look over Dade's shoulder. On his small, tiny, space-efficient New York City apartment computer desk, there's a little birthday card, and it says, "Happy 18th birthday, my darling son. Please don't commit crimes by hacking." And Dade gives it one look. He pulls a lit cigarette out of his mouth, because smoking's still cool in the 90s, I guess. Mm-hmm. And he fucking puts it out on his own birthday card. Yeah, 1 year closer to death, the great defrag, he says to himself, chuckling, as he noisily and theatrically types into his laptop computer and accesses a television network. He calls up the television network. Hello?
I'm trying to work out what Dade's voice should be like.
Hello?
Should be sort of like this, sort of a Luke Skywalker.
I guess who has the... First of all, that's your Luke Skywalker.
It's about as close... Hang on. Sorry. It's more sort of down here.
Hi, I'm Luke Skywalker.
Hi, sorry. Luke Skywalker.
Luke's very middle America or California light. I think you were doing kind of a New York or Jersey stooge. Oh, jeez, boy.
Oh, jeez. I was doing a streetwise goblin, and I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
Okay.
You get one. I was thinking this would be stupid, but I was going to challenge you to only do American accents for every character you mock today.
I hope you like the New York stooge, because that's what you've got coming the whole time.
Texas, New York, and then your best standard Midwestern accent.
Dade calls into the police station.
Hello, this is CBS.
No, police station, the TV station, sorry.
Oh, sorry, let me transfer you.
Thank you.
Hello, this is CBS, the only television network that takes calls from hackers. I'm a security guard. How may I be of assistance?
Security guard. So I was interested in I'm logged into one of the networks upstairs, and the problem is all the modem has gone screwy on me. And this isn't the right voice. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm logged into one of the networks upstairs, and the modem's gone screwy on me, and I really need to get properly at my terminal. Can you help?
Sure. It's a good thing you didn't say some vaguely xenophobic stuff about Japanese management culture, which Date does in the movie. He's like, my boss is gonna make me commit harikiri.
Yes!
It's like, it's so like, have you ever met a Japanese person, right?
That's the thing. Dade is an expert hacker, so this is social manipulation. He reckons that the security guard is a racist.
Of course.
But he loves Japanese people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking for Dade's voice, if all else fails, I think entitled little lordling is...
Hello.
Because he is
the name's Crash Override.
He's the prince of the hackers.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I'm not supposed to do this, but I'll tell you what. I'll read the entire code on the back of the modem that tells you how to access the reel-to-reel robotic tape loading system that we use at this network. Because we don't hire people to put tapes in the machine.
Absolutely, that's what I need.
Okay, listen carefully, right? Get a pen. The code is 97. Are you still with me, sir? Hello? The security guard.
Yes, perfect. I've got it down. Thanks very much, security guard. I'll see you around at work next time, but not for any sushi.
Oh, no. Fish. Click. Suddenly, Dade's fingers scrimble and scrumble all over the computer keyboard, and we hear awesome techno music from The Prodigy. At the fire starter, twisted fire starter. And we go into Dade's mind. I think it's weird that, like, in this section of the movie, this is kind of the only time this happens, I think. One of the only times. As he's, like, hacking, we see, like, Muppet Babies style cuts to, like, royalty-free stock footage of films and stuff, like horses racing and, like people throwing grenades and stuff.
I really like this bit. I thought it was really clever. And, like, they keep it up for precisely the first 12 minutes of the film, where they use weird imagery to show this kid who's been raised on pop culture, and this is the only way he can express himself is through these references, which makes a lot of sense, and it's great. And then they stop doing that. Yeah.
Well, so I think, in my opinion, if they would have emphasized more that his whole social scene is television and pop culture, then I would have been like, oh, yeah, okay. There was a HBO sex comedy series called Dream On, where the main character, like, was raised by his TV, sort of, like absentee parents, and in every scene, he has some inner subtextual thought that is represented by a clip from, like, a Groucho Marx film or something. Yeah, I'm going to cut that. Yeah. Maybe we'll keep it for Muff Movies Plus.
Hang on, Muff Movies Plus?
Yeah, baby. My patrons get a different episode for many of the episodes where I keep in all the extra all the extra convo that's funny and gives context, like Red Yoda. Red Yoda's a thing now.
I've missed that one.
Red Yoda, Grant.
I've heard him referenced.
What's to understand? It's Yoda, but he's red.
Okay.
And he's bad. Just take all the properties of Red Hulk, who I'm sure you're very familiar with.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And apply them to Yoda.
Okay.
Red Yoda. I'm not going to continue till you say the words.
Red Yoda.
Thank you.
Dade siphons off data from like a delicious spaghetti from CBS's network
pods,
and uploads his own special virus to get him into the system called Red Yoda.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
RED, no space, capital YO0DA. We got it.
Man, you're elite.
Yeah, I took 3 months of coding boot camp.
I know, you talk about it a lot.
2018, yeah. It's one of my finest wastes of time and money.
It's one of my traits.
It's my backstory.
He hacks in using Red Yoda as a shield into the robot arm, and he's no longer is he forced to watch this bigoted talk show, but instead he gets to watch The Outer Limits, a cool show.
They couldn't afford Twilight
Zone, no. Yeah.
Going with the touring company version. Sorry, touring companies, you're actually very talented. Yeah, so Dade is like, he's patting himself on the back. He's lighting a cigarette for a cigarette to smoke congratulatorily, when suddenly a confident and yet feminine robot hand grabs the first one and slaps it, says, "You cad," and it pulls the outer limits out bodily. It's filmic guts twisting and churning, still caught up in the teeth of the machinery, and it forces in like the one television show geared for women in the 1990s.
Ricky Lake?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
I was thinking designing women, but then I'm like, was it for women or was it for designers? Golden Girls, that slapped. That was Sex in the City before Sex in the City. Yeah.
No, I think definitely Ricky Lake was yeah, cool. So a hot episode of Ricky Lake, or maybe like, I don't know, Daria starts playing.
Ooh, Daria.
Right? That feels about right.
Yeah. And I feel like this character would like Daria.
Absolutely.
Would in the Chernobyl, he says, referencing the news. Maybe. I don't know when that happened.
It was 8 years previously.
Okay, thank you. I guess you're closer, so you're more concerned.
I was born in 86.
I was born in Chernobyl.
I was born in Chernobyl.
Molded by it.
Dragged out by a radioactive sheep.
Mm-hmm. The video game Stalker's written about your childhood.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Dade says. Almost feeling the robot hand upon his own. I'm not going to give up without a fight, you! Dade codes back with his JavaScript, which probably didn't exist in 94.
We enter a scintillating battle of wits, played out through modem and computer alike. These two scrappy hackers are fighting for control of CBS. We
see sudden interspersed clips of nature documentary tigers fighting each other in the wild. The BBC 1970s production of Taming of the Shrew, where Kate and Petruchio are being mean to each other. And finally...
The Hindenburg.
The Hindenburg, as Dade's computer virus is rolled up and kicked back across the internet into his hard drive again.
His screen cracks as it turns out he's been out-hacked by Acid Burn. This is Acid Burn's territory.
The font that goes across his screen, that's no font I ever seen in 1994 on my computer. It's like the, you wouldn't steal a car, would you? Like
absolutely.
Anti-piracy.
I think that's where they get it from.
Oh, wow.
Right?
That's... Yeah, because it's about, like, illegally copying media, which I think is more and more digitally based now. But, like, why would you appeal... to people.
Okay. Those adverts saying you wouldn't download a car.
Yeah.
They're the coolest fucking way of representing hacking or representing stealing. Because like I've stolen a lot of media in my time through the internet.
Good joke, Grant Howard. We'll be right back.
Sorry, I forgot it. Well, hey, your country can't touch me. It's fun.
And now, Red Yoda. Why birds do suddenly appear.
What it looks like when you steal media is you start a torrenting program and leave it running for 10 hours to download some Dungeons and Dragons rulebooks. And they put in a cool rock and roll soundtrack. They had the font. They had spinning Dutch angles of cameras. It makes it look like the coolest thing available. And I really think they messed up.
Yes, they did. It's like the DARE program. Are you aware of the DARE program?
What does DARE stand for?
Drugs, alcohol, really evil. I don't know.
Okay, something like that.
I think it's an after-school program, and like a fucking narc comes in and lectures the kids about how they should stay off drugs. But like, I think because the mediators or the presenters, the grown-ups, are so lame, it drives you into the willing embrace of Lady Opium. Lady Marmalade. Oh man, I got burned by Acid Burn, a hacker. Well, I'm gonna show him that crash override doesn't just roll over ride. Smash Kai. To the living room. Dade's mother, Lauren Murphy, is doing some taxes, not evading them.
Doing some grown-up stuff.
Yeah, she's 100% a law-abiding citizen. Dade, just like he's been up all night, just hacking and sacking, and he stumbles past her towards the bathroom. Dade, have you been up all night masturbating to girls heterosexually?
Oh, Mom, I really wish you wouldn't rag on me for my sexuality. Don't worry, I'm straight as a dime.
Okay, that's really important to establish for some reason in this
It's 1994, Mom.
Oh, yeah, we're all straight.
Things are different now.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. Sidebar, Grant, in the early 2000s and then in the 2010s, I used to have a joke that only I thought was funny was when somebody would say something like progressive. Like, oh, yeah, Applebee's is serving like a plant-based hamburger or something. I'd be like, yeah, of course, it's the 90s.
Yeah.
Like as though that's the time that everything gets like socially evolved.
I do that too. I want you to know.
It's the 90s.
Yeah. After all, it's the 90s. Why can't we have women in power?
Wow, maybe I didn't think up that joke. Maybe I caught it from someone.
I think we just both think it's funny, but no one else does.
Yeah, it's the 90s.
It's not a great joke.
No.
But this is the 90s, though. We are in the 90s, and everyone in this film is straight as a fucking dime.
Yeah. Yeah, Mom, I'm showering, and by the way, I'm still a virgin. Now, I'm not sure if this is like him, like, rest assured, Mother, I'm still being a good boy.
Untouched.
Or whether he's, like, saying that so the audience knows that he's a virgin, which explains why he's so horny.
I remember being 18 years old. I don't think you need to be a virgin to be horny. I think it's just to show that he's kind of a dork, despite the fact that he's very handsome and obviously a very cool hacker.
Yeah, he's just in the wrong social circle.
As he's showering, he's washing the night's efforts off his pallid skin, and all of the grime and all of the loose data is washing out of his hair and flooding in the foyer outside the bathroom.
Dade, it sounds like data's clogging the drain in there. Where have you been getting data? She stomps in to the bathroom. Oh my god.
Hey!
Inappropriate. Picks up a floppy, wet tapeworm-like strand of code. This is from the television set. Have you hooked up your computer to the telephone, Dade?
I'm sorry, Mom, I had to. I didn't want to watch the TV.
Dade, you know how hard we've worked to get you back on the straight and narrow, so I'll let this slide once, but if you do it again, you're in deep water, mister.
I promise you, Mom. No more hacking.
Smash cut. 2. Dade riding the school bus, hacking the bus's engine with his Game Boy. It optimizes gas efficiency if we do this, he says. The bus driver gives him a swift pat on the back, congratulatorily, and Dade steps out straight through the halls into his new classroom. Now, by the way, they just moved to New York City, and Dade is unconvinced that this is a good place for him to be. No. Suddenly, phone freak, both spelled with PHs, a shorter but confident man, or boy, strides up to Dade. Hey, buddy, I was just on a payphone call to Venezuela because I figured out how to clone quarter sounds using my little Talk Boy X from Home Alone.
And my beautiful mouth.
Okay.
I make the sound of the coins.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Doodle, doodle, doodle. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's some of that computer stuff, huh? Dade says, when suddenly, ha, 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 you know this much is true. Red Yoda saunters past him, but what's that behind Red Yoda? It's a probably 16-year-old Angelina Jolie. Yee-hoo!
Mm-hmm.
This is the youngest I've seen her in a movie. I'm used to her as an adult.
She's definitely a young woman, possibly a child.
Yeah,
in this
kind of
film.
weird.
Yep, a little bit weird, but it's the 90s, Mark. Everyone was straight, and we fancy 16-year-old girls. It's fine.
It's fine, everyone's straight.
It's fine, Sergeant Nasty's here.
Everyone wanted to be a showgirl. Why didn't I force them? Anyway.
Kate Libby is absurdly cool, immediately outperforming him in every single way possible. She's taller, she's better dressed, she's got more money, her teeth are better. And, well, she might as well even be a better hacker. Wink!
Whoa, imagine that. She looks over at his locker's combination lock. Oh, it's 97. She says, spinning it deftly and opening his locker that he's been struggling with for 5 to 10 minutes. Oh, wow! What a knockout! Says Dade to his friend? Phone freak? Hey, Dade, she says, reading the small barcode tattoo on his neck that was given to him by the robots. She can read binary. So you seem like a real hot-headed guy. Maybe you should go up to the roof and cool off in our Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Oh, that sounds great. I'd love to do that. But say, I'll see you up there. Wink.
Yeah.
He ascends the staircase. He climbs up to see this. It's like he's in New York, baby, an Olympic-sized swimming pool. What a thrill! He gets on the roof and finds out it's not an Olympic-sized swimming pool. It's an Olympic-sized group of dorks.
Oh no! Wait, hold the door! Says one of the New York dorks, as Dade accidentally lets it close and lock behind him.
Oh.
He's just standing on our roof with a bunch of dweezos and pen dispensers. It was the 90s. Different slang. Oh, crap. What else could go wrong? Says Dade, when suddenly yon great Zeus from above casts and thunderbolt and a rainstorm, and all the nerds get soaked. Smash cut.
Oh, looks like this wasn't the swimming pool at all.
We could make it a swimming pool in our dreams, says a particularly upbeat child.
He's already stripped down to his underwear.
Huh?
Anyone?
The
Smash cut. 2. A techno dance club, brackets for teens.
Yeah!
It is the 90s in here. It is every club from every night. It is the inspiration for clubs from 90s films. They're playing techno. It's playing. People are skateboarding. People are rollerblading. No one's drinking any alcohol. Nope. There's no drugs taking place. The only thrills that these kids need is on modem.
Yeah. Also, chain link fences inside the club. When I saw this, it took me back to the very first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, which was maybe in my top 5 as a child.
Okay.
The bad kids who join the Foot Clan. The Foot Clan recruits them by having a kind of Pinocchio-esque, like, pleasure island for teen boys. And it's like, if you join the Foot Clan, you can steal TVs, and you can skateboard in our warehouse. And they're like, yeah, man, we could smoke cigarettes, too.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
One thing people are doing is smoking cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone. A lot of people are smoking in this film.
Yeah.
Especially, well, no, there's a boy who's smoking all the fucking time, but he's not here yet. Don't worry about him. We push him out of a window.
What is it I spot upon yon platform? Dade says, looking out across the sea of very brightly colored hairdos and rave necklaces, which is like super ahead of its time because it's not the year 2000 yet. And he spots it's Kate Libby
from school.
From school, yeah. Not the journalist. And she, fucking Kate Libby, who made him stand in the rain on a roof with boys.
Many of them naked by the end of it.
Well, you had to be.
Yeah.
It was New York. It was the 90s. Come on.
Yeah.
He sees Kate has changed into her space jumper, and she is playing a game on the biggest video screen I've ever seen. I mean, if that's a computer monitor, like a cathode ray tube monitor, it must extend back for like 12 to 20 feet into the wall.
Absolutely.
It's huge. It's the biggest monitor you've seen. Everybody loves it.
She is playing Sewer Shark.
Okay, I was like,
this.
is she just playing a high score? The
Oh,
game?
right, sorry. No,
Because
it's not
most of
actually. It's not a game. It just looks a lot like Sewer Shark.
Yeah.
That she's playing a game where you're in a first-person game where she's flying around, trenches and avoiding obstacles and shooting things, kind of like a trench run. Mark, you're into that sort of shit, right?
Ready, hold up. Batman. Yeah. So, she's playing this Infinite Runner, which also very ahead of its time. And Dade slimes his way up to her. So you're playing a video game, huh? I've been known to be a dab hand at video games myself.
She ignores him and, with a flourish, as if to answer his question, his unasked question, gets the high score. All of the high scores say Kate.
Whoa. Kate. All the digital orcs start yelling on the screen.
She's dominating this place.
That's pretty good, but step aside and let a real fella take over. Hey, Kate, is this Noid bothering you over here? Says the giant Letterman jacket wearing quarterback standing on the
incongruous jock.
Yeah.
They've put in the film.
Well, you get away from that big computer video game and come up here and mush me on the lips with your mouth.
Oh, I can't. No, I'm going to do the woman voice. Oh, I can't wait, Curtis. Let's go.
Let's go!
She ascends the gantries, chain link fences, and swinging chains to get to some sort of higher up area for kissing. And the pair of them smooch.
Yeah, well, you're kissing boys. I'm going to be making the greatest high score you've ever seen.
We found the voice. That's his voice.
I feel bad because the speech impediment thing is for people who have that.
Mark, it was the 90s. It's different.
It was different. It slaps different in the 90s. Mm-hmm. Hits different. What do the kids say?
I think it's hit. It just hit.
The kids into being slapped. Hits. What is it nowadays with these kids?
What, you BDSMs?
Are you one of those BDSMs?
Back in my day, you just ranged your genitals and rubbed them around, and that was good enough for me.
And then you felt bad because God.
Absolutely.
Speaking of God, Dade McClane is busting it out. He's shooting all the trenches. He's game genieing his way forward. And finally, he devours the very digital sun itself, ending the universe of the game. The giant cathode ray tube monitor flexes and bends and bows respectfully before its new lord. You have my sword, my liege, it says. Well, I guess I'm not too shabby after all, Dade says to absolutely no one looking at him.
Smash cut to the school again.
Back in the school again.
Dade's feeling pretty steamed. He fancies this girl, but she's got a cool jock boyfriend, and she didn't seem impressed that he's better at video games than she is, despite the first time that he's shown up and done it. What a elite gamer.
What more does she want from him?
He realizes that he has to get his revenge on her.
Yeah.
So, using his hacking powers, again uploading the Red Yoda virus into the school's pipes.
The pipes.
He plugs his laptop into a water fountain. Launches Red Yoda off into the pipes. And we see a cool hacking montage of him inhabiting the sprinklers and turning them on. Rerouting the water from mouths to ceilings. Just as a raindrop is about to splash down upon his bleach blonde head, he pops up an umbrella indoors. Phone Freak is there and is excited.
Hey man, what you doing with that umbrella? Whoa! Dade's watch beeps 9:30 a.m. exactly, and the sprinklers go off. And instead of room temperature water, all the students are doused with droplets of hot blood.
Pretty cool, huh?
Oh my god, the kids freak out. They're sliding around. They're screaming.
Throwing chairs through windows and jumping out after them.
Techno music starts playing, the lights go down, and suddenly vampires are setting on all the kids, just ripping them apart. When over there at the distant corner of the hallway, we see a man clad in shadows. It's Assistant Principal Blade, who runs in and starts slaughtering the vampires in this blood rave. How many years after Hackers do you think the movie Blade came out?
That was 3 years after Hackers.
Wow.
Maybe 2. Not very long. It was like 97, 98.
It kind of amazes me, like what leaps and bounds films achieved, like cool-wise and cyberpunk-wise, after Hackers, which had to crawl so they could fly through the digital realm.
I like to think that Hackers, rather than crawling, stumbles artlessly downhill in an exciting way.
In a Homer Simpson-esque kind of picking up branches and leaves.
Yeah, it hits off a lot of stuff on the way down, and like it leaves a beautiful corpse. We'll go with that.
Very Chris Farley-esque physical comedy of a film.
Blade slays the last vampire. Sheathes his sword. Now you kids play nice now, he says, and wanders off into the background.
You think they'll have that on the tour? Says Phone Freak. Smash cut. Guess what? If you didn't get enough of the techno blood rave, we're back in the techno dance club for teens. We see Dade and his friends now up on the second floor, sitting around a table, which is covered in computer manuals for the most secretist, most precious codes of the government, of how computers can be manipulated. And they're just all available at your local library, apparently.
We see Serial Killer and Joey, 2 new characters. Serial Killer, played by Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. What's the name? Matthew Lillard.
Hey, do you think it's weird that Matthew Lillard played a character called Serial Killer, and then in the movie Scream, spoilers, he played a serial killer?
Sure.
Nice.
Hey man, he says, leaning over. I'm getting sexier. I got all the documentation you need here, man. I got the IBMs, I got the Apple Micros, I got a BBC Mini, I got everything. What you want to break into, baby? He holds himself with the air of a drug dealer, or the air of a distant explorer coming back and showing off his wares.
He's the real Marco Polo of the library. Dade gives a cursory examination of these baby hacker books and pulls out a couple of his own. The comically oversized red manual of government secrets. He says, "Yeah, I haven't done any lead hacking in a little bit, but I know everything there is to know," says Dade. "Oh yeah," says Joey. Joey Two Smokes, who's smoking 2 cigarettes at the same time, and is by far like the most authentic teenage high schooler looking actor in the whole piece, because this guy looks like a kid.
Yeah, sorry, everyone else is at least 35 years old.
Yeah.
Aside from Angelina Jolie.
Have I got a story to tell you? I was hacking through a computer. I don't know what computer. It was just in a computer, okay? You don't need to know any more than that. And then I saw on the news the next day that a bank in Idaho started spitting out $700 bills onto the curb, which is nuts, because that bill doesn't even exist.
Oh, jeez, man, you gotta be careful with that sort of thing, man.
What?
The feds are gonna be all over you magicking up $700 bills.
The feds?
Yeah, man, the spooks. The guys in gray. The blue flashes.
Yeah, man, says Film Freak, whose voice this is now.
Okay.
Don't you know that if you... I thought you were being a serial killer just
Yeah,
now.
I was being serial killer, man.
Okay, yeah. I'm Film Freak, and don't you know that... yeah. Don't you know that if you hack across state lines, that's a federal offense. They're gonna send the Secret Service after you. Which is weird. Okay. pop up. Bloop, bloop. In this movie, the Secret Service are the bad law enforcement agencies.
Yes.
Okay? In the United States, as far as I know, the Secret Service's job is to protect the president.
Well,
They're the guys in black suits with sunglasses and the earpieces around the prez. For federal crime investigation, we have the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI. And for, like, big government-level shit, the CIA.
now,
For spying.
Mark.
Yeah, tell me about my own...
It's not. You got to remember. This is the 90s.
Oh,
So your old, outdated views from the 1960s, etc., that the president is safe, are entirely wrong. Every computer you see in this film is connected to the president's computer. So every computer represents a definite and real, palpable, malleable threat to the United States and the government which runs it.
That's, you know what? I was thinking like a farmer, and you're thinking like a data miner.
Absolutely, which is why they have Bunk from The Wire playing this. Oh, so he's sorry, I've jumped ahead. He's here, but he's in the same scene with Joey from before.
Yeah, that was just a little sizzler reel, little teaser for y'all. If you're big Wireheads,
A camera plays
Bunks
over
are
Bunk's
coming.
face. Slatted shadows from Venetian blinds slide over Bunk's face. And he says, "It's time to do some secret servicing." Anyway, listen, man. Listen, if you're gonna break the law, you gotta break it big, man. You gotta hack yourself a Gibson.
they all gasp, except for the one book nerd who only knows about William Gibson, the inventor.
Like
of
Neuromancer?
cyberpunk.
You don't like burning chrome?
No, man, I'm not talking about the Sprawl trilogy, man.
Like Johnny Mnemonic?
No, I'm not. Nor am I talking about his later works like Spook Country or Idoro. Idaru. You know, when he really kind of got more boring because the cyberpunk world started catching up with what
We
is
ran out
real.
of future.
Yeah,
Sorry, Bill.
should have gone back in time, done medieval shit. That's why
You
you're
gotta
still
hack the
going.
Gibson, man. These things are each made from a portion of William Gibson's brain.
Yeah, says Phone Freak.
Yeah.
But good luck hacking. But good luck hacking one of those, because they only employ the greatest elite cyberpunk security agents to use them, and also their keyboards are like giant, like neon plexi covered things, and they've got a big fun video game screen that kind
That's why
of.
they're so difficult to hack.
Yeah, it's like you got to be an amateur pilot to actually navigate their operating system.
The OS it uses is Pac-Man.
Yeah, well, little Joey's gonna distinguish himself from that Australian baby kangaroo, and you'll see. I'll be big time New York Mr. Big Balls when next we talk.
I'm looking for. I forgot. Hang on. Come back. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing your huge balls, Joey.
Of all the characters who would say that, Matthew Lillard's serial killer.
Yes.
Yeah,
He is.
If
He
you're
is
familiar-
uncomfortably sexual.
Yes, he takes his nipple out and is rubbing it for no apparent reason.
He's excited about keyboards.
I guess. Yeah, if you're
You remember
familiar
when
with
you were at
Matthew
boot camp?
Lillard's work, you will know that he is doing his thing. Big faces, arms akimbo.
He's great.
He's so strange.
He's like there's like 3 times the actor jammed into quite a tall space.
Yeah.
He's spiraling around inside his own body.
I assume this is early career Matthew Lillard as well, which
Mm-hmm.
is weird. Yeah, I think maybe in another world he could have been a Nicolas Cage type, very quirky leading man.
Maybe not quite handsome enough. Anyway,
He's not a Coppola.
he's not Coppola.
He's not a Coppola.
I got a couple of things for you. A Gibson
Whoa.
and some hacking.
Smash cut. 2. and
Joey's smoking in his. Oh, we're gonna do what?
We're gonna actually. There's a film term for this, but I don't know it. I just muff the movies. I don't make them. We're gonna be cutting between different locations, all within the same sort of scene. So we start in the interior of Joey's room, which is virtually identical to Dade Override's room. Joey's in absolute darkness, typing on his Macintosh.
And smoking. 2-3 cigarettes.
Yeah.
A lit cigarette behind it. Yeah, I'm smoking a cigarette just to get in character as Joey.
Yeah, I feel like you're really achieving it.
Oh, jeez. Oh, he's actually in New York.
He is from New York, maybe.
Oh, I can't wait to get into this here Gibson. I'll show all the boys that I'm the leadest hacker around.
Warning. Gibson protected by ICE countermeasures. This is your last chance before you break the law, says the gate program, which Joey easily jumps over virtually.
Mm-hmm. He holds down A for a longer jump and clears it. He jump strafes through an enormous pair of doors, which read Ellingson over the top. The Ellingson Corporation.
Flip cut to the Ellingson Mineral Corporation's computer room. We see Penn Jillette, otherwise known as the security guy. He sees a strange spike in processor usage. Oh, this can't be right. It's 3 a.m. There's only one user on, and it's using 50% of the Gibson's memory power. We must be getting hacked. I better call the boss. Penn Jillette picks up his old-timey 1990s phone, the rotary one.
It's unhackable.
Yeah, that's what's good about it, that old technology. That's how Battlestar Galactica beat the Cylons.
Yeah, by hitting them with phones.
Yeah.
Big ones.
Launch phones. We flip to
a third flip.
The third flip. Shadowy, really, really cool apartment of a bearded man with slicked back hair and icy blue eyes. This can be none other than the Plague, that alias of the expert hacker and cybersecurity expert Eugene Magugene, who works for Ellingson as their head shit in charge of computers.
He reaches an arm through silken sheets to grab the ringing mouthpiece of the phone. Earpiece? The phone. To grab his phone. The whole thing. Or both. Meat and potatoes. Kit and caboose. The whole affair.
Block and tackle. Brings
them to his ear.
Why are you waking me up at 3 a.m?
Oh, hey, boss. I think we're getting hacked. I think you better get down to the Gibson room right away. I think maybe your apartment is in this office building.
Yeah, I sleep in back.
Okay.
Like a truck driver.
Sure. This is above my pay grade. I'm really just a sleight of hand artist. I'm doing this as a kind of day job thing until I get picked up.
I'll be right there.
He throws on a black silk kimono, grabs both of his katanas, and gets on a skateboard.
180-degree flip cut back to Joey's room. Joey's got 3 cigarettes in his mouth right now, and he finds a directory. Okay, I gotta find some sort of way that I can prove to my friends that I'm Joey Big Balls, so I need a sort of trophy, like a big game hunter, but in digital.
Come on, Balls, let's do this!
Okay, boss.
Okay,
here we go. I can't take anything too conspicuous, or I'll get in trouble. So I'll just empty out their garbage directory. Because I guess we're not allowed to use trash. Maybe Microsoft had that trademarked by now. You notice how or Microsoft has recycle bin, and Apple has trash.
Okay. It's not something that's occurred to me, but yes, that makes sense.
It's quite strange.
I like the idea of recycling it. That feels more holistic.
Yeah, and
because Linux has
systems, what do they have?
Loam, a rich compost you return the files to, and slowly they degrade.
I was gonna say they have compost. Great minds. Oh yeah, I got 4. Well, I got 3.5 garbage files that I'm downloading over here. Joey's just shaking with excitement when suddenly, flip cut back to the Gibson computer room.
The Plague scoots in on his jet black skateboard and disembarks, sitting next to Pendulette.
Let's see this little joker, shall we? Oh, what we got? He ain't got no counter defenses. I can get all up in his beeswax.
The Plague unleashes his computer avatar's cyber katana and slices right through Joey's hacking. A message pops up on Joey's screen that says, "You're dead, motherfucker." Oh no! I got wasted!
Joey's computer catches fire in 3 important places. Parts of it explode. He drives around the room in circles. Joey grabs the He-Man spread off his off his bed and puts out the fire. He's been found.
Joey, you better not be smoking in there. His mother says to comic effect.
Joey.
Smash cut to Nikon's apartment. Now look, my friends, if we happen to be jumping around here, if you're a big hacker fan and you're like, what happened to that scene where Dade's on the bus? We cut it. Because a lot of this movie is these kids just desperately trying their best to say dialogue that some adult who doesn't know about hacking thinks is cool. A lot of them, just Matthew Lillard, like, quoting the Bible and being like, we better lightening up these oil bases. Yeah, so we cut some unnecessary shit. So you might be like,
get the Jockey Mountains back in, don't worry.
Okay. Who's Nikon? Well, this is his introductory scene, so fucking come your fucking roll.
Okay. Nikon's the lead henchman from The Crow.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the actor, or is the character from The Crow named Nikon?
He's the actor.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen The Crow probably since the 90s. I can just watch you containing the mucus in your mouth.
That you should cut out.
That juicy me. Oh, I intend to. This whole actor from The Crow bit, wild dynamite comedy.
Yeah, keep it in. The phlegm doesn't puncture it at all.
Maybe the patrons will be like, I wonder what Grant Howitt sounds like, coughing up a frog's worth of mucus and then holding it in his
sound
mouth.
like before they're muffed.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's Nikon's apartment.
Hi, I'm Nikon.
He's kind of a grown-up.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that until I was rewatching to write the tiny notes. He has his own apartment.
Nikon is like a 25-year-old man in the fiction.
Yeah, and he's hanging out with these boys. That's, I mean, I guess hackers know no race, religion, age.
No. And on that subject,
yeah,
they're sitting down to watch TV. On the subject of knowing no race or religion, 2 Japanese-looking guys appear on TV. 2 very effete, almost like distressingly alien men called Razor and Blade appear on screen and have a tutorial for you boys. That's
right, Blade. We've got a great tutorial today.
Sure. Yeah, fine.
No. You could do Blade as the pampered little prince. The hedonistic luxuriant.
I'm rubbing silk over my knees.
Yeah, and I'm reading from the teleprompter. I'm Razor.
And I'm Blade.
And we've hijacked the television station, as everybody does these days. Is there a show called Hack the Planet?
Yes.
And welcome back to Hack the Planet. We're ahead of the times. Today we're going to show you how to make payphone calls using a Game Boy Advance. Hey, I already know how to do this. They call me the phone freak, says phone freak into his phone. He carries around just a receiver not plugged in.
Yeah, but we don't all know how to do this. This could be really cool. Plus, it'll set them up for later on, says Dade.
Yeah, the 2 theatrical hackers, Razor and Blade, demonstrate how to hack a payphone and give some of their commie rhetoric about how free calls are a right, not a privilege. Yeah, let's see how the economy does on it. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Nikon here. I'm glad that you all came to join me for this Tupperware party. I think
Yeah, man, I really like your rocky roads.
yeah. So it's less of a pyramid scheme to sell Tupperware and more of a investment in your future. Please have some more free ice cream.
It's so well preserved in this tub.
It's Tup.
It's the 90s, Mark.
Smash cut to a teenage boy's shower yet again.
It's Joey's house.
Yeah.
Joey showering in his house, smoking a cigarette in the shower.
He is smoking a cigarette. He's doing that thing that they write for like sitcom children to do, where he's listening to a rock song on headphones and singing along and going, yeah, thank you, pretending that somehow he's the rocker.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever fucking done that in my life.
because there's no joy in your soul.
Yeah.
It's a crucial meaning of self-expression for tortured young boys to imagine that they have a big rock star audience and everyone's very excited to see them.
Yeah.
He says as well, I love you so much, Joey! Playing all the women in the crowd.
Suddenly, from the 14th story window, a SWAT team officer smashes through.
Sergeant Nasty again.
Sergeant Nasty at your Secret Service. Sergeant Nasty kicks the plate glass window in with his fucking brutal boot, and he just grabs that naked Joey and hauls his ass into the living room, slapping the cuffs on him. Joey, what's going on? Says his intensely New York mother. This is like I'm doing a voice, but like this, the actress is really going Little Shop of Horrors on it.
This is a mother who hangs her washing up on a line strung between apartment blocks.
Yeah. And we see Joey's butt for no reason.
Bit of fun.
I think it's supposed to be illustrating the degradation that has fallen upon him.
He's sunk. He's been brung so low.
Honestly, for me, there's an uncomfortable amount of teenage bodies in sexual or embarrassingly sexual states in
We'll
this
get used to it.
All right, I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
Bring on the teen bodies.
All right.
Yeah. Uh-oh, someone got arrested again. Smash cut to Ellingson Minerals boardroom. A bunch of fucking suits eating their boring gruel over lunch. Drinking their Perrier water. Are all...
I don't want sparkling Perrier water. It's too rich on my tongue.
They're all lending an ear to the plague, who is standing on top of the table, on top of a soapbox that's on the table, because
Bringing him up to almost human height.
yeah, he's only 3 feet tall, which is fine. He's a short king. Hey, everybody. Just so you know, a tanker from the ocean that our company owns sunk last night because the electronic ballast system sucked in too much water, or H2O as we hackers call it, and it capsized. There's a new virus in town that a hacker planted called Leonardo da Vinci. Let me show you. He turns on a TV monitor to illustrate his point, and we see a speed run of Assassin's Creed 2. Whoa, this Da Vinci character seems a lot more dangerous than I remembered, says the Pope, who's a member of the board. It was the 90s.
Absolutely. Yeah. Pope Ellingson.
Did you know that the CEO of this company, his character name is Duke Ellingson?
Really? Great.
Yes.
Love it.
I feel like if you're an adult actor and they're like, we're doing a movie about hackers, you're the boardroom character, you're the CEO. What's my name? Duke Ellingson. It's like, are you having a laugh, mate?
I guess he didn't get a lot of lines.
He doesn't have a lot of lines.
It's cute. It's fun. Plus, he plays all that saxophone.
He does play all of it. Every inch of that saxophone gets played
gets
by
it all the
lips
way
of
down.
Duke Ellingson.
But here's the problem. This virus is gonna sink 5 more tankers in our fleet. Of oil? I believe it's oil. Unless this hacker gets $5 million to a bank account.
Whoa, let me stop you right there, Mr. Maloney. Hi, Duke Ellingson here, owner of Ellingson Mineral. Why can't the old sea dogs just turn the automatic ballast control off and do it like we used to in the 1970s?
You're living in the past, man. You gotta grow up. Everything's everything's robot hands now.
We cut to the bridge of
the Enterprise.
Of the Enterprise. We cut to the bridge of the Enterprise, the name of the ship for Erling Mineral, and we can see it's just 16 different robot arms, all grabbing the same big old-timey boat steering wheel and directing this ship around.
No, my turn. No, my turn. No, my turn. No, my turn. Hey guys, does it smell like flooding ballast to you? Roger.
I know what to do, though. I got experience with these snot-nosed little hackers. I reckon I can sort it out for you. Just leave it with me.
Well, we're very thankful to you, Mr. The Plague, but make sure you get it done. You get it done quickly. I can't lose $5 million. That's like $10 million in 90s bucks.
Well, I'll see what I can do, but you get that $5 million just in case. Now, my inexplicable partner, Margot, come with me.
Yeah, it's me, Margot. I might be the head of computers at this company. Let's walk and talk on the escalators.
Margot is a besuited woman. And she is possibly allergic or blind to anything more advanced than a gramophone. Her role in the plot is to not understand what's going on and repeat what other people are doing. So we can look forward to that for the rest of the month.
Yeah, it's like, oh, a businesswoman in a position of power in this movie, and then like basically her whole point is just to be a patsy.
She's she's played as a real simpleton. You think she would have picked up some of the stuff?
Hey, let me tell you something, sweetheart. I'm a hacker, all right? And I invented a program that's going to make us a lot of money. But
Hang, a program like on the television?
No, you dipwad! He says too loudly, and everyone turns to look at him.
Guy starts playing piano in the back of the room.
Yeah.
look, some frickin' pissant hacker kid broke into the system, and they're gonna start looking around in there, and if they find my program, then we're gonna be tits out on the sidewalk. So, I gotta set this kid up to take the fall. And that's why I called the Secret Service.
He says directly down the barrel of the camera.
Well, okay. As long as you know what's going on. You get back those files, the Plague.
All right.
The Plague says. He pulls out his retractable skateboard and skates straight down the escalator, just like bumping and crumping past angry people. What the fuck?
He skates out of the doors and all the way down the street towards the Secret Service interrogation office.
The Simpsons theme plays as the camera follows him.
He gets up to all sorts of scrapes.
Fade cut into the interrogation office. We see the proud and noble Agent Richard Hill standing powerfully behind his government-issued desk. The Plague skateboard wheelies up the stairs and into his office past his secretary.
Grinds off his secretary. And kickflips into the room.
Oh, yes, Mr. The Plague. It's me, Agent Gill. Look, we need to shut down this hacker crap as quickly as we can. So, that's why the Secret Service is letting you in on this investigation. Like, really irresponsibly so. We're bringing you in pretty deep. But anyway,
I don't think this is either of our jurisdiction.
Yeah, I really know. So this is someone. Anyway.
You scratch my back, I'll rub yours.
Oh, you're so unctuous and gross. So anyway,
the plague has disjointed his elbow and is scratching his back.
Ew.
It's horrible. You can hear it.
Yeah, just reach. You don't have to break your elbow.
I never moisturize.
Keeps me streamlined. I'll find your files.
Yeah, we went to files, man.
All we need to do is let this Joey go. Let this punk ass go. Let him buy some cigarettes and we follow him around. Then he'll lead us right to the garbage.
Brilliant. If we give him enough rope, he'll hang himself.
Yeah. Now us.
The plague has gotten out rope.
Smash guy. Dade walks into a room. It's his room. He looks out the window. Oh, what a beautiful morning. It is. Oh, the sun is eclipsed by General Roughness, or Sergeant Nasty.
General Roughness is his dad.
Sergeant Nasty, once again.
Roughness.
Good thing I bought that rappelling off a roof set. I've been the third time I've used it this afternoon, he says. And he shatters through Dade's window. Guns ablazing. The rest of the Secret Service G-men come in with their automatic rifles. Like, it sounds like we're being silly, but seriously, in this movie, there's so much overkill.
They put a lot of cops in a lot of boys' rooms.
Yeah, and pointing guns directly at their faces. Like, I'm not a cop, but if I was, I don't think you point your gun at the criminal unless things have escalated.
Mark, poor, sweet, beautiful little Mark.
Yeah. How did British cops point their guns, Grant?
He had a keyboard. He could have struck any of them down with a bolt of lightning summoned from a satellite, they presume.
I'm still thinking like a farmer.
Yeah.
I guess I just want to return to the Twin Sons of Tatooine.
You gotta upload your mind, dude.
Open
They
your
have robots
mind.
in Tatooine.
They're droids, Grant, actually.
Okay,
sapient
sorry.
entities. They have emotions.
Cool.
So calling
They
them
had
robots,
thinking robots.
it's pretty a little dismissive.
Okay, cool. The Secret Service turf Dade out of bed, roll him around 3 times, throw him against the wall like the plate in American Beauty, and drag him onto the dining room table. His mother's not in, so she can't be old New York.
A giantess grabs up Dade in her arms and swaddles him tightly in a little blankie as though he were a misbehaving kitten. Oh, you're not getting out of this, me love.
Come along now. Come along now, darling. We've got some words to have with you.
Dade meows in indignance.
The powerful ogre-like woman holds him down against the table and binds up all of his limbs. And Agent Gill
bursts into the room with his teeth all clenched.
Yeah, he had that Kanye West situation where he had to get his jaw wired shut. Mm-hmm. And that's where Agent Gill learned how to rap. Much like
absolutely.
Yeah.
You listen to me, you no good punk. This boyfriend of yours, Joey, he planted this Da Vinci virus, and we need to know where it is.
Look, sir, I have no idea what you're talking about, says Dade, a tiny bit of Elizabethan ruff poking out from his collar. Now, if you'd unhand me, we can talk like proper gentlemen.
Yeah, maybe you're going about this the wrong way,
says the plague as he walks through the door into Dade's room.
Oh, the plague. Finally, a real professional. The government agents will clear the room, so you have some time with this little worm.
And
you get that information out.
Mano.
Yeah, I forgot. In the 80s, probably early 90s, everybody was into saying Spanish phrases. Like business guys were like, hey, I'm mucho grateful for this race. You know what I miss from that era? I guess this is 80s. I miss everyone saying nuke. To microwave something was to nuke it.
Yeah, that was great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's fun.
We had nukes on our minds much more back then.
It's like, I always tried to call USB, like thumb drives, data slugs.
Data slugs?
Because it sounds so future.
It's a bit of both.
Yeah, bit of fun.
A slug is pretty old. It's not even a vertebrate, for Christ's sake, Grant.
You're right. I'm sorry. I wasn't
Read
thinking.
a fucking book.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mark. I'll go read a book about slugs.
I love telling you to read a book.
I don't read books.
What? Look,
can't.
I write books. I don't read them.
But I don't need to read books, okay? I've already doing enough words.
Now, Dade, sit down with me around this heated Japanese table.
And they stick their legs underneath the blanket and enjoy the warmth.
How's about you and me? We make ourselves a little alliance and bring down this no-hope of Joey, huh?
Oh, jeez, Mr. the Plague. You know, Joey's one of my best and dearest friends that I've made this week. So I'm going to tell you to fuck off, and he flips him the bird, and give me my one phone call. Someday someone cooler than me is going to say that on screen.
I'll give you a phone call. You'll have a lot of phone calls to make. In jail.
Lightning. Okay, wait a minute. Let's not be hasty.
Ow! I'll call you later on when
boy.
you softened up.
As the Plague slinks out of the room, we can see little bones and spines poking out from his back. As he's slowly morphing into the Marvel character, the Abomination. One of the spines grazes across Dade's mini disc player, and it clatters to the floor, shattering. Oh, come on, man. Really? I'm a kid. That's like a lot of money to me.
Nice collection of downloaded songs you got here. It'd be a shame if someone would have knocked it onto the floor with one of their translucent spines.
You already did that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, listen, if you don't want any more mini discs broken, you think about who's your real friend. Your sexy young teenager friends? Or me, a hideous skateboard mutant. Capiche? Ciao.
He skateboards out of there.
Back into the sewers. Smash cut. Oh, baby. It
A
wouldn't be
new location.
That's right. Congratulations, you've scored enough points to unlock a new level. It wouldn't be a movie about teenage protagonists if there wasn't a house party scene, everybody.
The camera pans all across some relatively normal-looking dweebs and coolbos, and then we see our hacker friends. We see serial killer. We see Joey, possibly. We see Dade. We see Nikon, perhaps, and we don't see Kate. Kate's mysterious off to the side, and our hacker friends are hanging out on the sofa talking about modems. Matthew
Lillard, aka serial killer, just is like weirdly hitting on people. Like, whoa, watch out, big tall man, big boots coming through. Hey, you look great. Hey, big boots. Hey, tall man, pelvises and booties, right, you guys? Hey, and literally,
Yeah, just read the line.
Literally, he says, "Look at that pooper, man!" Like, what?
So, does that mean that he doesn't like what he sees?
I think he's saying he is looking at someone's butt and it looks good. Don't call it a pooper. I think
Look
that
at that shitbox, dude.
that indicates a certain proclivity of his.
Some hackers are here, and they sneaking around. They're having no fun at the party. No one's talking to them because they're weird hacker dorks. So they go into Kate's room. Oh, are they after some knickers? Are they after some decolletage? Perhaps a diary? Nay, listener. They're after Kate's laptop.
Oh, yeah. They love looking at Kate's laptop. And they do. They break the cardinal rule of computer users, and they open up someone else's laptop. Wow, man, a 28.8 baud per second modem. Oh, it's like greased lightning.
This thing's got a space bar.
Whoa, look at the pixel resolution. 360 by 360.
There is no way in a film you can describe an exciting computer without it immediately going out of date.
Yeah.
So our boys fingering away on Kate's laptop.
Great.
Yes, go ahead.
That's gross.
Plunging.
Thrusting their grimy little thumbs deep into Kate's user manual about how to turn on the laptop.
And they find all kinds of cool things on this great rig when Kate comes in with the boyfriend from
boys
before.
are back in town.
Hey, Kate, let's go in here. We'll do mouth stuff on each other.
Okay, but I'm on top.
Cool with me.
What Kate, and you're gonna see this is her signature move, pushes the guy down, straddles him, and then rips open her her leather biker jacket that she wears as a shirt. Nothing underneath it.
She's so cool.
How free. How free.
How free with her love and her body and her knowledge. But she's discovered. She's discovered by the three boys.
Oh no. Hey,
In the corner of the room.
I'd like to use my bonus action to hide, please.
Absolutely, make me a roll, please.
Okay. 4.
Oh, not enough. Boys, says Kate.
What
What are you doing going through my laptop?
Oh, yeah, it's your laptop that we were ogling. The jock boyfriend, weirdly cool about all of this. Hey, Kate, you're not going to go over and talk computers with these dweebs, are you?
Kate plunges a Matrix-style cable into the back of her brain and jacks in.
Whoa.
Just check out all these cool features I've got. Watch this. And she taps the numbers and does cool things. And all the boys are very excited. But we learn something about her as she's showing off her latest Red Yoda 2 virus.
Yes.
She's Acid Burn. She's the hacker from before with the robot hands.
Wait a minute, Dade says and stands up from his little egg-shaped chair. You're Acid Burn? I'm Crash Override. You're my Amity, he says. I think I said that right. I am not used to interacting with people.
This only makes you more attractive somehow. Well, let's talk some more about keyboards.
All right.
Long into the night.
Yeah, they talk about keyboards. Smash cut. I didn't introduce Grant very well, nor did I introduce the show very well. Grant creates independent role-playing games. Is that... No, not independent.
I mean, I published them, so I guess they're independent, yeah.
Yeah. An author, wordsmith,
Tall, too.
bookmonger, spinner of realities, pain in the ass,
Dice Man.
dice man, smoking lady. Depending on what mood you catch Grant in.
That's me. I'm a
Defender of the woke.
Official woke Stasi. Now, if you like what I've been doing, you can go to rdgames.com and download my games. There you go. That's fine.
Yes.
Or you can listen back to my previous episodes.
We'll insert that at various parts of the show.
Yeah, just and like put it in 4 or 5 times, just so that they get the message.
Like if we say a joke that I feel failed, then I'll just insert that plug.
Perfect. Yeah, just to sort of cover over the silence.
We do jokes on this show, everyone. It's a new thing now.